Good morning, guys. Happy video day. So today's video, I'm going to do a video you guys actually have been requesting from me. You guys wanted me to do a full face using only drugstore makeup. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The only products I will be using are stuff that you guys can find at the drugstore. Now the brushes and the application stuff, I'm going to be using anything that I have available because I don't really have that much variation. I kind of have like certain things that I like to use. So the only thing that's going to be drugstore in this video is going to be all of the makeup. And there will be a few first impressions in this video. One of them is going to be this Maybelline Soda Pop palette. I did buy one of these for myself, and there's also one in a giveaway that's going on right now, so you guys want to enter into that giveaway. And I'm also going to be trying this Milani. So this is a Milani Sun Glow Strobelight. I know people have used this as a kind of like bronzer slash highlight, so I'm going to try this out too. So let's go ahead and let's start putting some of this makeup on my face, because I do have a lot of products here that I really love, and then some products that we're going to be trying out new together. First thing I'm going to use is my Angel Veil primer. If you guys want a good primer from the drugstore, this doesn't really do too much to me personally for like pore filling or anything like that, but I do think it works really nice so that your makeup kind of slides on your face. It has like a very I feel like it's like a silicone-y kind of texture, and I feel like it works really nice to have your makeup like glide on your face. And I have this terrible pimple in the middle of my forehead. Oh my god. So ugly. All right, so we're gonna jump into Physicians Formula. So you guys know that I bought this like a while back, and I actually haven't been grabbing it that often. It is a really good foundation. I just don't grab it that much. I don't know, maybe it's because I don't like this doe foot. I don't remember why I haven't really been grabbing this, but okay, let's put it on. It does have a little bit of a scent. Imagine the Wet n Wild Photo Focus, which guys know I can't stand the smell of. It has a similar smell to that, but this one's lighter. It's not like as intense. Since I can't like really stand the Wet n Wild smell, this one is always like a good alternative. Like if you guys don't like the smell, like I don't like the smell of the Wet n Wild, this one's a good alternative to that one because it does have like a similar, I feel like, coverage, and it has a very similar feel on the face. Even though I feel like the Wet n Wild still, to me, feels less like you have foundation on your face, and this one feels a little bit more like you have foundation sitting on your face. So how have you guys been? I hope you guys have been doing good. I know I just finished posting another giveaway. I'm really happy that you guys are all entering in the giveaway. Of course, I always do the giveaway for the subscribers. Like this foundation has a decent coverage. It's not like a super full coverage. I would say it's a very medium coverage. You can build it up, but it's good. It's a good foundation. I do like it. So there we go. There's the foundation on the face. I do like it. It's a pretty foundation. I mean, I can't complain about it. I do like it. Maybe I'm going to start using it a little bit more again because I don't know why I just stopped using it. I guess I have so many other foundations that I like foundations a lot. So I do like to try foundations a lot. So that's probably why I put this guy aside, but I do like it. It's really good. Okay, so we're gonna jump now into this. This is a fantastic concealer from the drugstore, guys. I love this concealer. It really is one of the best ones. I hate the stupid applicator though, because it's just so annoying. Is this my used one? Why isn't this coming out? Come on. It's just really annoying, this applicator. Ugh, I just hate it. It covers really nice. It's not as much coverage as like a Tarte Shape Tape or something like that, but I do think it does a pretty decent job. So definitely is a very good drugstore alternative for concealer. So I'm still trying to work on my daughter's Halloween costume, and I'm doing horrible, guys, horrible. But I read online somebody who was making like a chicken costume, and they said to buy a feather boa, and then using the feather boa you can kind of like make the feathers work easier, so you don't have to like stitch each one on. So I think I'm gonna do that. If you guys haven't seen my get ready with me and you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll put a link in the card so you guys can watch that video. But basically I'm making my daughter a chicken costume for Halloween, but a pretty one. Time is a flying, Christina. You gotta get to it. I know it's horrible. You know, I used to be able to do like all these like crafty type of stuff more often, but now that my daughter's a toddler, it's a lot harder to do those things because she needs because you're constantly with them, constantly watching them. They're walking, they're running, they're doing all these things. They're constantly getting into things, so you have to like have your eyes on them 24/7. I'm gonna jump into this Master Fix from Maybelline. This is a pretty decent setting powder. Obviously I have a lot better ones now, so I don't use this one as often as I used to use it. And I do think that for being a white color, I don't remember it giving me too much white cast, but I can't remember too much. So we're gonna see again because just kind of white. To jump into this Milani Strobe, people have said that they use this like kind of like a bronzer, and that's interesting to me because This looks light for being a bronzer. I mean, I think it's adding a little bit of color. So this like could be an all over face glow. I look a little bronzer. Okay, so I don't like this for all over the face. No. If you guys have texture on your face, don't put this all over your face because you will be a texturized mess. Because right now I can see like all the texture on my face. So I don't really like this for all over the face at all. Maybe I could try using it as a highlight, so we'll come back to that one. But for all over the face, I'm not a huge fan. I've seen people say that it works good for all over the face. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, so let's try the Wet n Wild. This is the contouring palette. I've used this before. I think I remember it being, yeah, it's a little bit orangey. Like I almost like this color more for like a bronzer than I like it for a contour. Yeah, I like them to be more ashy. I guess that's the thing. I like ashy contour and I like this color like bronzer, you know? So I think for me, I would like this as a bronzer. But yeah, if you want to use this as a bronzer, I think that this would look, if you have my skin tone, obviously. If you have like a skin tone to mine, you could use this as a bronzer and it looks really nice. But I wouldn't really, it looks really pretty as a bronzer. So that for sure. So now we're going to jump into this Wet n Wild color icon. Oh, and actually this one that I use, this contour palette, the color that I'm using is Dulce de Leche. So let's jump into Wet n Wild. So this is a really good blush. If you guys see these blushes, I think they're like $3 or something, and they're actually really good. On, do you see how it's super colored? Like you could definitely see pigment. It's definitely it blends really, really, really nice. It's a really good blush from the drugstore and I think it works fantastic, and that's why sometimes it gives me a hard time to buy like expensive blushes, because when I try like these type of blushes and I'm like, oh my god, this is only $3 and it works so good, you definitely don't want to go out and buy like a $40 blush set, you know? So let's try this one more time as a highlight. And what does a really, okay, so that's a really pretty highlight. It's a little bit yellowy, kind of gold, but it looks pretty on my skin tone, especially over the bronzer. So yeah, I like this more to place it in certain places of your face, like maybe more like a highlighter, and maybe like to make parts of your face glisten without it being like that. You know, like you know how when you use like the white looking highlights that it looks like a line? This just looks more like a sheen, kind of like if you're putting a sheen on your face, and I think it looks really pretty as a highlight. I just wouldn't suggest you to swirl this and put it all over your face because I feel like it emphasizes texture and we don't want texture to show. Let's jump into this NYX micro pencil. So this is a pencil I've used before. A lot of people say that this is a dupe for like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I have to agree, I think it is. The only thing is I do still feel like the Brow Wiz works a little bit easier. I feel like it's just, I don't know if it's just softer to use and this one gets a little hard to use. But I do think that if you guys want a cheap alternative, this one's really good. Another thing is this one has never broken the spoolie on me. Every Anastasia Brow Wiz that I own, I have 2 of them right now, both of them have a broken spoolie. So I don't know what it is with the Anastasia pencils, but the spoolies always break on me. I want to know if you guys have heard of that happening or if that happens to you guys. What color am I using? Espresso. I think I would probably, if I were to buy this again, I would buy dark brown or something darker, because Espresso's a little bit, it has a little tint of like a light brown in it that I don't like. That's like Auburn. Sorry, took a break to eat and my daughter is awake now. So we're gonna go ahead and do my eyes. So let's go ahead and let's start with the eyes. We're gonna use the Maybelline Soda Pop palette. I'm so excited to jump into this palette. Oh my god, these colors are just so gorgeous. I cannot wait to put them on my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and start off this look with this color called Ginger Ale. This one right here. Does this smell? It does, it smells. It has a very nice smell. It's not like an annoying smell. I don't like that it doesn't have a mirror because I keep trying to look in the mirror. It's nice. It's a pretty color. I mean, it's like the color of my skin, so I can't really see it, but it looks nice. So we're gonna do kind of like a colorful eye just because I feel like doing that today. So we're gonna jump first into this burgundy-ish kind of color here. And I'm gonna put that in the outer edge. I didn't realize that this was gonna be like smelly. Like it smells kind of like candy. Can't pinpoint what it smells like. I don't even know what soda pop smells like. This one here. That looks okay. My god, look at the texture on my skin. I can't get over how texturized that Milani made my skin look. Now I'm gonna grab into like the orange color. Orange is a little bit more difficult to put on the eye, but it does, once it goes on pretty good. So just remember that when you're picking it up, it's just a little harder. So I'm just patting this color on and not blending it too much, just so it keeps the color. See how it stayed on a lot better patting it? Now with a tighter brush, I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the blue. And now we do the blending. The purple that I'm packing on, that one loses a little pigment when you blend, so I can't blend this one out too much. We're gonna go ahead and bring some of that orange under the eye. And then I'm gonna tight line with a little bit of that dark blue raspberry color. So that's what we've got going. I'm just gonna add a little bit of color to my inner corners by adding one of these colorful colors. This color here called Soda Fizz. There we go. I think it looks actually kind of pretty. So let's go ahead and let's put on some mascara. And I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise, which is my favorite drugstore mascara. You guys know that. Look at the difference between this eye and this eye. Big difference, huh? People say that this mascara clumps up. It does. It gets so ugly and gross in here. Like, there's just an issue with it. I don't know why it does that, but it's a great mascara, so I will forgive it. For lipstick, I'm gonna be using from Maybelline. This is, actually, is this Maybelline? Yeah, from Maybelline. It's called Copper Rose, and it's a metallic. That was a little brighter than I thought it was gonna be, but it still looks okay, I think. So that is the finalized look. I like it. I think it's fun. I actually really like it. I think it looks really cool. Lipstick might be a little on the dark side for me, but that's okay. It's something different. I wanted to try. I didn't want to put a normal nude lip on like I probably would have done, so I just went ahead and put something fun. So yeah, I actually really like this palette. There's a few things. Some of these colors, I feel like if you start blending them out, they're gonna fade out on your eye. It's almost like you just have to pack them on. I do feel like the purples in specific blended pretty damn good. I feel like you could come up with some neutral looks with this too. So I will do another tutorial eventually with more of a neutral toned down type of look. I just wanted to really try out a lot of the colors. And I feel like doing a colorful eye look because we are still like in the Halloween month. So this is something you guys can do for Halloween as well. But I really like the way that the shadows performed. I think it worked pretty nice. I feel like some of the colors do blend away a little bit, which is the only thing that I wasn't a huge fan of. But I do think for the color that I was able to come out of my eyes, I think this is pretty damn vibrant for being a drugstore palette. Wasn't able to use like this color right here, which is called Cherry Cola, and that looks really beautiful, and it's kind of like a mauvish color. So I think we can come up with some pretty cool like toned down looks. Like if we put this in the outer edge, this brownish color, this one and this one all over the lid, I think we can come up with a really cool like mauvey smoky eye. Let me know if you guys want me to try doing that. But yeah, there's definitely some toned down looks that you can do with this. This is more extravagant, and that was just because I wanted to try more colors out, but we definitely can do more toned down looks with this, so we will try that later. Oh yeah, so we had some products in here that were some hits. There's some products here that were like whatever. For the most part, you definitely can come up with some really fun looks using drugstore makeup. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, give me your thumbs up. Let me know if you guys want me to try out some more drugstore makeup, and if there's anything particular you guys want me definitely to try out, leave it in the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.